can you hear me?
Hello, everybody. Hope you all are having a great Wednesday. We will get started in a minute or two once more people come on in.
Reggie unfortunately doesn't have a working headset, so he won't be able to step up with us
Mhm.
anymore.
All good. Well, we've got you to inform us about everything Stargaze Kingdoms related. Let's go ahead and start with our update for the week, and more people come on in when they can. So, the first major update is that the featured auctions have now launched. So, have a look at the auctions page. If you win that specific NFT, then you will be able to launch featured on December 1st. Once that auction is over, there will be another subsequent auctions for other weeks, other Fridays in December. Community vote is on pause for the time being. Stars is now no list for leasing. Deposit your stars there to earn more yield. There's also still the RAN drop on Noise. Be sure to check your eligibility, randrop.noise.network. PDF support is also coming this week, and there were a lot of performance upgrades to the website, so it should be a lot snappier. There's also a new UI for constellations, which now lists blocks, transactions, and messages. Have a look at info.stargaze.zone. The prop for the liquidity DAO will be up this week, as well as a prop for reports of stolen collections. And with that, let's have a chat with our featured creators this week. Let's go ahead and start with Pixel Wizards. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. You can hear me?
Good evening, Bernie. Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, doing great after a stressful past few days and weekends and weeks. I think been a wild ride. Underestimate the amount of work heavily, but here I am on the net. That's cool. Being back up here again.
Yeah, congratulations. So yeah, tell us about this new project specifically.
Okay, it was back in the I think in the summer. I was decided on doing another collection. We also had the Grimoires upcoming, but that got postponed because of the use case has been shifting quite a lot. Like I don't want that to be another lousy airdrop, to be something that is also something that can be used and is really fun. So that will be done later still, so it's not off the table, but it I have a pretty good use case for it. So and the plan B, the first one doesn't work out, but then I was actually want more community growth, like having more people being able to have these awesome, dynamic interactive FTs, and Pixelwoods have done tremendously well. I think the floor price is around 70 or $80, and that might be a pretty high price newcomer into Stargaze, but also people that are coming from other ecosystem like Polygon and etc. Like minting or for getting your first idea of $80 can maybe be a heist to join the wizard community. So it's mainly focused on growing the community and having more fun, and eventually build out the token dueling game with another collection. Yeah, I was first thinking like what I would do, and then witches were almost too obvious. But in the end, with the help of the Wizard Council and also it turned really great. I think the best part is like the basis the same as the Wizards. So the Wizards were a huge success. So I extended upon that and added in more hidden Easter eggs, and also more I would say difficult animations, more complex, require to be discovered, and then having everyone have enjoying that. I think that's the main reason, enjoying your NFT and enjoying the theme of the world of magic, and everything that has in store for their owner.
Great. Yeah. So do these interact a little differently than the Pixel Wizards? Is there anything that they do differently than the Wizards?
Yeah, I don't gonna talk about, because I think no one knows. Maybe a tiny people knows, but not to the extent what the witches can do. because there's one main part missing and it isn't visible straight from after minting, and you have to discover your own witch ritual. So there's a ritual you can perform on your NFT. It requires you to figure out a pattern or different spot, hidden places of T. And once discovered how to unlock the ritual, then you can unlock your witch with which ultimately transfigure into something else. So basically, you have another NFT built inside of it. So it's into some. But how to? I'll leave that up to everyone finding out how to do.
Yeah, you'll have to be a real wizard or a witch to figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
And you guys are also minting in USDC, right? I believe you're the first featured project to mint in USDC.
Yeah, I think we are. Like the main reason for that is that large sum of the mint revenue will be offloaded into Cosmos, and my purpose was USD have something stable. Also, this decision was made while the stars have ascend, and so we weren't really discovering like should we put up a 4K stars price to mint or like that could be a really steep amount. Then we were just decided on like let's go with UC. It's something new, and everyone should be able to get, and also has more connection the outside of Cosmos, getting people over from different ecosystems and having them bridge onto USDC. And the main part, like not when I need to sell them in revenue.
Can you also tell us a little bit about kind of your journey since joining Stargaze and launching in Pixel Wizard? We did just launch like a Dev Wednesday thread about you, but maybe give us a little overview on what you've done.
Yeah, so it's been a roller coaster of a lot of different things and tries. It like eventually in within Stargaze and within Cosmos, I found my place to explore my ideas I have about certain things. And the main part is like NFT, building these dynamic interactive NFTs, but also these game NFT like Stargazer game, and also Stargaze Invaders. It's based on a collection with different game assets, and each game is different in the sense the same. So it's a Space Invader, but then themed to Stargaze. It's really awesome. It's minting, but maybe I have a little update for that one later next year or something. But and then Wizards were the first thing of these unique type of dynamic interactive NFTs, XNFT, or whatever you want to call them. I think we're still not set on a name for those. But still, it's been a long journey, but also a really fun one. Met a lot of great people and learned a lot. I think that's the most. It's been fun being in the space. I think that's. Thinking about being into Stargaze is that everyone's willing to help out. There aren't a lot of some are, but mostly the community will spot them.
Awesome. I already see a bunch of questions for you, Bernie. So we'll talk to everyone and come back to those. I'm hearing a little static and echo from you. Do you mind trying to rejoin, and we'll field some more questions from you afterwards. Also, guys, if you have any questions, please add them in the thread, and we'll take questions after we speak to all the creators this week. Let's go ahead and hear from Satoshi Kingdoms right now on their project. Welcome, guys.
Good to be back. Just give a shout out to the squad, Fiend, STC.
Hey, guys. I don't know. Are you hearing the static? I don't know if that's just me.
I'm hearing it as well.
Okay, so everyone's hearing it. So this might just be a Twitter issue. Okay, I guess let's continue. If anyone has any ideas, please. I was hearing that during Bernie as well. So yeah, there it goes again. If anyone has any idea on how to fix this, please send me a message. But let's go ahead and hear from you, Satoshi Kingdoms. Hopefully we don't have too much more of this.
people, and then I just wanted to give a shout out to the squad, Graphene, ST, Ijon, Captain. I'm forgetting a ton of you guys. But yeah, so we're back up again, another anime collection. We weren't sure.
Guys, hey, Satoshi Kingdoms, I'm sorry. This is really bad. I think we may have to just restart the space. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Gainsy, you got an idea on this?
Hey, Ruan, try bringing
Yep.
down Bernie. Unfortunately, and then we can bring him back up as a speaker later. I think it's Bernie. I'm sorry.
Is it his mic isn't on? Okay, he's off now. Let's see if he's able to come back. So far so good. Okay, Satoshi Kingdoms, why don't you start over?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do this time.
No, that's
Yeah, we hear it.
This is not really possible to have a fun conversation with this. All right, guys, we'll restart the space. Do you think that's a good idea, Gaines?
Was Bernie a speaker there? I couldn't see it on my end. Was he a speaker?
He was not a speaker at the time.
Okay, so it might be Satoshi Kingdoms. It's either Bernie or Satoshi Kingdoms, but yeah. Well, last time I had Bernie on a space, it did the same exact thing. It was just Bernie. Don't bring him up as a speaker. He's gonna have to stay down for a little bit. But it happened a lot with him.
Really? Okay. Well, that's a little sad. But all right. Well, we'll have Satoshi Kingdoms go through. It's not the account that it's being hosted from. It's one of the speakers, is what you're saying.
Yes, definitely. It's a setup that he's using because last time it happened. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still going on right now.
Yeah, it's Toshi. I think something's wrong with your mic. I see it's coming from you now.
Okay, Satoshi Kingdoms, why don't you drop off and join again, and we'll go ahead and hear from Saturn Candy. Oh, I think she also dropped off. Let me get you back on here, Bernie. Inviting Bernie to speak here. Okay, I'm going to.
Okay, I can speak again. Maybe if it happens again, then I'll just drop off and we switch devices.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I think Satoshi Kingdoms. We'll try and listen from him as well. Hopefully, this fixes the issue. Twitter, guys, it's always some kind of issue here.
It's always crazy with Twitter. You never know.
Is this any better?
Okay, Satoshi
Are
Kingdoms.
you still getting any static from me?
Let's hope so. Let's start from the top with you.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I have no idea what was going on. So yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to the squad. Graphene, STC, Ijon, Captain Jinxtel. You know, there's a lot. Bonzi, SSR. There's so many projects part of the squad. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of you. And so yeah, our project is this is Scooby from Stargaze Kingdoms. I'm sure you've all seen me at some point on the Discords somewhere on Stargaze. So yeah, our project is Stargaze Kingdoms, Drakari Island. So we wanted to do something a little different. So I want to say over the summer, we got to work on deciding what we wanted to do for our next collection. And, of course, we have the baddies versus goodies, but we just wanted to do something a little different. And we knew the Year of the Dragon was coming up. So we figured, hey, let's do like a little dragon character. And so we did. And so for this collection, we brought in some of the old traits, but then we also added I don't know, maybe a couple hundred worth of traits. And of course, they're all animated. Every collection we do is always animated fully. And so yeah, the story about these is we tied this in with a little airdrop. We like to create like airdrops, every so often to our holders. And for this tie-in, we did a comic, and essentially one of our one-to-ones named Fancy Bones has a treasury in it. And another one of our one-to-ones, which is the Baddie Bandit, raided this treasury and found a hidden map. And he essentially looked at this map and said, hey, there's some lands I want to go to explore and get the treasures. So this led to a series of events, and now we find ourselves on Drakari Island. This island happens to have Drakarians, which is the the dragon race that we created for this collection. So, like I said, we have, man, well over 100 different backgrounds, different traits, armors, anything we could possibly do at this resolution, because pixel artwork is extremely hard when you're working on very low canvases, and ours is extremely low even by normal standards. So, Reggie, I think he's on this Twitter chat still. He's actually sitting right next to me, but his headset is not working, and apparently mine is also not working. So, yeah, we work together, and this is how we collaborate on the daily, for our project. And we do airdrops, we do the raffles. We have staking with ONFT. Sorry, that's not how it's said. Oh yeah, and then we were the first Stargaze project to literally give out ordinals to everybody, to our holders that had a certain amount, and those are very low inscription numbers. So anyone that's familiar with inscriptions, the lower the number, the earlier you're into it, and that alone maintains its value. So I mean, we know we don't hit everything on our roadmap, but we've done a lot since we've launched. Back in, I don't know, was it Mayish? So for this collection, we're doing something a little different. It's a 10K collection, and we're absolutely making it free for everybody. Whitelist is also free, and it's a flex whitelist. So depending on how many whitelists you
hold up right there.
accumulated, that's how many that you'll be able to mint.
Let's give you a round of applause for that, for real, man. 10,000 pieces, and free for everybody. Let's give a round of applause.
So yeah, caught me a little off guard there. So yeah, it's a 10K collection. It's fully animated. We were working down to the wire again as usual. Because like I said, we started creating this over the summer, and we spent all of that time until now creating all the traits and getting everything perfect, how we wanted it to. So now that we have this collection on chain, when the Stargaze DAO feature rolled out, we created a DAO for our original collection, which is the Baddies, the skeleton Baddies. And what we're doing is you could stake those Baddies to the DAO. And in order to fund that treasury, we have this 10K collection that's free. So what we did is we built the Stargaze DAO address into the contract for the Drakari Island. So that means every time you do a trade, those royalties are going to go straight to the DAO. So this is important because we're going to use those funds in order to essentially, stake the funds. We're thinking about Kujera right now, and because that has like a great staking scheme where essentially, it pays out in all those coins. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all of that, convert it back to stars, and then pay it out to the stakers of the DAO. So we're trying to create essentially like a little ecosystem for our holders, squad, and everything. And we're really hoping that we could, build that out with the dragons, so that we'll have an actual fund. Because you have to remember, we're always very community oriented. A lot of projects will only stake 5, 10, 20% of their mint, but we've done everything. We've done 100% of the mint and 100% of the royalties, all done to Stargate currently. And what we do with that treasury, is we claim the rewards, and we use those funds to, for example, mint other projects. We'll buy off the marketplace, and we use that to fund what we need for the project, from raffles or to whatever we need. So I'm kind of hoping that everyone will start buying and trading with this 10K collection, and the stakers of our OG collection can then all of a sudden get rewards and participate with this DAO, because we plan to you know incorporate our holders and community into that decision making with the what we do with the funds.
It's pixel season, baby. It's definitely pixel season.
And what's the eligibility for the free mint?
So, since we're really squad focused, first we did snapshots of like the OG squad collection, for example, the WADs, and of course the Stardies. And then from there, we started incorporating other collections. I think we did Wrecked Bulls. We also did Pixel Wizards. Love your guys' collection. Can't wait to mint my own Witch later. Um,
Apes.
Oh, we also did Crown Space Apes. You know, I'm part of their group, and they have an awesome community. We also did two Women from Cosmos collections, and then we also did the Gelato Series 2. So that one might seem a little random, but we did the artwork behind it, so we felt it was very appropriate to include them. And then we also did a collaboration with Signal. They incorporated the Baddies and I think like other squad assets into their game that they created. And then finally, since we're staking with Ooh NFT, we decided to whitelist their collection as well. Oh, and then finally, I forgot. Last but not least, iJohn's collection we also whitelisted to be able to mint. Oh, and so sorry, we got so many collections that we whitelisted. Like the absolute whitelist was crazy to put together. The last one we also did was Sunnyside Reapers. We also whitelisted one of their collections.
The wagon.
Oh, and the Pixel Vans. Sorry, there's just been so many collections. We collected so many addresses. It's been crazy. So, but yeah, basically all the squad and stuff. You know, we're big with community, and you know, we just love the squad and you know everyone else a part of Stargaze. Everyone is so awesome.
Yeah, you guys have been around pretty much since the very beginning. I think your project launched, the first one launched in the summer of 2022, and you guys have been pretty active and involved ever since. Is the SK in Squad Stargaze Kingdoms?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is. It's kind of weird because we got like two ways to essentially like say it. You got like SSK and then the SK. So yeah, it's definitely you know squad is SK Stargaze Kingdoms.
Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and hear from Saturn Candy. So we have two new projects minting, which are the Pixel Witches and the Satoshi Kingdoms, and then we have two other projects that have been featured in the past. For Black Friday, they are slashing their prices, and those are Saturn Candy and The Order. So let's hear from Saturn Candy. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, so I'm dropping the price to yeah, around half 50% for Black Friday. So, yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity for collections like mine because it's quite like it's quite a big collection compared to what I have been um launching before. So, yeah, so it's called Saturn Elite and it's a series of unique portraits. So everything is hand drawn, everything is unique, and it's around 600 pieces. Um, yeah, and actually, I started with Stargaze a year ago. So I started launching Tropical Madness, and it's a series of intricate fine art. So that's actually my specialty. I draw intricate art and yeah, but it's more of like a really small collection. So the first collection I had was around 15 pieces, and then right after that I have launched also some side collections. So I moved to pet portraits. So that was something that's really fun to do. And I think that was around in January. I launched Cosmic Pets, and I have rewarded major collection holders. So for Cosmic Pets, actually, what we did was that once it has sold out, we actually donated the proceeds to a charity here in the Philippines. So I think it was around like more than $1,000. So the entire Stargaze community was really supportive of this. So, yeah, I think we were able to send out around 3 weeks worth of food for the pet charity. It was really amazing. And the next major collection I had was um, back in April. So yeah, so it's Deep Love in Deep Sea. So it's part two of the major collection. So first was Tropical Madness, and then second was Deep Love in Deep Sea. And then right after that, that's when I started working and launched Siren Elite back in July.
Yeah, and Saturn Elite is kind of modeled after some community members, right? I believe there's some
There.
bases you used from. Yeah, can you tell
Yeah,
us a bit about that?
yeah. Actually, you can see Maria was in there, Barto was in there, Solly was in there. So that's actually my way of rewarding major collection holders. So I have asked some reference portraits for them if they want to be part of it. It's actually a custom portrait. So yeah, that's always fun to do.
Okay, awesome. Will you be airdropping to previous minters?
Yes, that's actually what I did for Saturn Elite. I have airdropped custom portraits for major collection holders, and that's always the plan for the future collections. Minters will always be rewarded via airdrop.
For previous minters of Saturn Elite, as the price is decreasing, are you planning to airdrop for them if they hold one or if they hold multiple?
My way of rewarding them is probably for the next collection.
Okay,
I'll be airdropping
understood.
them um new NFTs for the next collection. So it's kind of like a surprise.
Okay, so can we get any details on the next one, or what are you planning?
Oh yeah, so I'm currently working on something major. It's a major collection also. So it's series 3 of the major collection. So it's after Deep Love and Deep Sea. Um yeah, and maybe I can spill a little bit of the details. So it's Women on Fire. My timeline here is Q1 of next year. So I don't have a lot of details yet, but my plan is to reward major collection holders and some Saturn Elite holders. So I'm kind of planning a little bit of raffle for them.
Okay, great. Right now, let's go ahead and take some questions from the community. If you guys have any questions or comments for Witches, Satoshi Kingdom, Saturn Candy, also the order, you guys are welcome to come up. No news on the order to chat about the Black Friday deal. I don't know if you're having issues or not, but try being on mobile. I don't know what platform you guys are on, but come and chat. We do have a bunch of questions for Pixel Wizards right now as well, so I'm gonna
Hmm.
read them off on the thread.
Yeah,
But again, you guys, please come in and chat.
yeah.
So
Everyone,
go ahead.
maybe.
Yeah,
I also wanted to extend a little witches, if the time allows it, because I think
of course. Yeah,
some people didn't hear me well due to all the noise. I hope it's not back again. Just ping me or mute me
it's great right now. Yeah.
if it's happening again. So yeah, I was more talking about like what it can do, but there's also a piece of lore surrounded witches, and I think that's really good to understand is that witches in the form as they come now are being abandoned by men and also about by other people found themselves in the deepest woods, found them together, formed the witch coven, eventually turned out to be to practice witchcraft and grow as a group together. And then, based on the lore, is that the head character, Agnes of Willowbrook, met Headmaster Bernie of the Wizards, and he helped her hone her skills even more, whilst transformed into something evil and haunting. But being the better wisdom, he helped her out, shared his wisdom, and Agnes came back to the Witch Coven, and then was elected the High Priest of Witches. So also, like just like with the Wizards, there's a class system. The class system retains from practitioner witch to initiate witch, and then a maiden, eventually a high priestess witch. And I think that builds in a lot of sort of hierarchy and also confined with the rarity. But then there are also, for those that followed me on Twitter, there are 8 deities shackled within the cosmos, and those are hidden from sight. Like you will know when you mint one, but during the year, during the wheel of the year, each deity will descend down to and be unshackled the powers and events through the year. So it will take a full year reveal all of. But at the time, it's a nice experiment to see how people will trade the. One of ones at first, 8 of them are all hidden, and then at the first turn of the wheel, that's during the longest night, the shortest day. Yule Fest, we call it. It's on the 21st of December. The first one of one will reveal itself, and then either one of those eight one of ones DTs will be random placed with the one of one, and eventually after each turn of the wheel, all one of ones will be revealed.
It's very cool. Yeah, so we have to kind of wait around a little bit to see all the one-on-ones.
Yeah, but also have itself, so they are not used. They're also interactive as well.
Yeah, it keeps people engaged.
Yeah, like just with the wizards, I did small Easter eggs through the year, like nude and bald, and saying "I love you" on February the 14th, and all sorts of stuff through the year, and doing the same but then all theme within which.
Okay, great. It looks like we have the order back up, so let's hear from them about their project. You guys are a
Yes,
Black Friday project. Go ahead.
yes. Hello, guys. Nice to be here. I had some issue with the microphone, but no, I think you can hear me well.
Yeah, sure can.
Okay, great. So just to reintroduce the order, this project is like a collection of sci-fi cards taking place in a kind of a mysterious universe, and all these projects have been led by my brother, which has been creating all the visuals and pixel art, and me. I was in charge personally of all the sound design and scoring for this collection. So the idea was to create something immersive. Something like really immersive and inspired by some video games vibe and deep and quite mysterious vibe and no this is like how I will describe the project. So we worked for quite a long time to get through and have the result we have now, and we are happy with how the collection looks now, and it's nice to get featured for the Black Friday because I think it's great to allows everyone to buy and purchase these cards.
Yeah, the art looks really cool. And I believe this was your second project, right? You guys did an open edition before. How have you progressed since you launched this second project?
In a way, the open edition was a way we found to first like try to get more to get comfortable with the Stargaze interface because we were like not really used to creating NFTs. That's our first collection, and so it allows us to do first something like more simple and then come up with the whole collection. But the whole project have been start like 2 years ago. No, yes, it's been like quite a lot of work.
Okay. I see a bunch of questions here on the thread, so I'm going to get through them. Again, if anyone has any questions or comments, please request to speak, and we'll get you guys up here to chat. The first question was for Bernie. Can you still get whitelisted if you have any pixel wizards? I believe you said to hop into the Discord. Bernie, how's the whitelist situation looking?
The whitelist situation is looking good. I think we're close having to 70% of the collection minted during whitelist. I also whitelist flex, so people could earn more stacks if they participated in a lot of giveaways and being active around the Stargaze community. So some will have some more mints, and some will have a few less. But anyway, it's going to be awesome. A lot of diverse people. I think over 600 wallets are registered. Yeah, it's nice having all those people running for their whitelist. Still now, the whitelist contract is instantiated. It's still people discovering they're not on the whitelist. They were taught to be automatically added. Did not knew there was manual submission required. But in the end, you're still able to get a whitelist if you hold a wizard or win one from the running giveaways. I think Leap whitelist I think has been closed or might be still running. I think Sylvans will be doing one, and Wrecked Gang might be able to have some whitelist left. So there are some still if you do not want to own a wizard. And each whitelist gives you 2 witches, so you can mint 2 witches with it, with one whitelist. Yeah, so it's still open.
It sounds like everyone here who would like to be on the whitelist would be able to. They just need to hop into your Discord.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I think you answered that question. For Pixel Wizards, since there will be Pixel Witchers now, are there any plans down the line to implement a mechanism to create Pixel Kids?
Would be some pervert kind of thing, having these old chasing down these young witches. There are some old witches as well, so that would they wouldn't be able to get kids. So I think they would. But open platforms to build out that mechanism, go ahead. You have my permission to have some on that one.
I mean, they have to update the traits to have them be childbearing or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe this was like this was kind of the first time I ever really heard of NFTs was with this mechanism with CryptoKitties, right? You're able to kind of like breed the kitties and create an offspring, and then that had value. So yeah, it's definitely.
I did that with what's called polychain monsters or something like that. Then you can buy different monsters, have them breed together, and then you get a new set of these. And I think there are now over 500,000 of those monsters. So it kind of grew big time. But yeah, there's something I like here on Stargaze where you breed and get new. Could be fun for another project to explore these kind of things.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully someone makes it. You know, it's a permit. It's an open network, so anyone's welcome to try. Let's see. Here's another one. Will there be some or maybe all Pixel Witches that may turn to the dark side, and maybe it will come to a faction war, or will they continue to cooperate with each other and the wizards?
Find the question because I not fully understand it. Where some will Pixel turn to the dark side? To a faction war. Like really
the opposite of
far
making
down,
kids.
Yeah, there are some plans of faction war, more PvP kind of thing. But that highly depends on getting a developer doing sorts of stuff. But I think for now that's a bit off the table. It was an idea I want to build out, but yeah, I need people for it. And it's not a small kind of thing. It's a pretty big one. Probably will be massive expansion as the token dueling game was also ended up costing a lot more. But witches will be incorporated dueling game, so you can in the token dueling, like you can put your wizard against your witch and bet on stars and different new a range of new.
Okay, very cool. I wonder if they were talking about maybe different kinds of like competitions similar to the shrimps and the mantas, kind of like by the same creator but different fractions. But Gaines, I know you have your hand up. Anything to add to this?
Yeah, something really important. The interns are shipping today again, and if you guys want to know if you've been like whitelisted for a mint that's coming up, you guys can just go to the mint page and it should say eligible for pre-sale if you've been whitelisted. I pinned the image here in the top of the space, but also George has a tool to check if you have been whitelisted. I also shared that. I'll also share that here to the top. So yeah, some really cool things to keep in mind when you guys want to be in the know of to see if you're whitelisted.
Really, this is something that's really amazing about Stargaze is that I asked a few hours earlier today, like, could we have something like this? And it's now on mainnet. It's live. It's there. You can check your wallet, go to the launch, and then see how many whitelist of you if you're eligible for the whitelist. But it also counts for Satoshi Kingdom. See if how many wins you got, if you're eligible or not. It's really amazing. Thanks for so quickly.
Heck,
It's a great user
heck yeah,
improvement.
dude! And I'm very stoked because for the first time, well, not really the first time, but I'm finally getting put in whitelist, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna set my reminders to start minting. I'm normally late to the party with the whitelist.
Cool. Yeah, the whitelist feature is really nice. Thanks, Stargaze devs, for making that happen. I believe, yeah, you answered this question about mini games for Pixel Witches, like the duels. Nothing specifically planned just for them, right? It's going to be incorporated to the other Pixel Wizard games.
Yeah, correct. Like that's a bit how I roll. It's like I do not make plans really far ahead. For promise a lot of things. Just as things come and go. Like there's also a really cool feature coming out for that's currently being worked on is a different type of contract where a wizard can become an account itself. Like it can hold stars, and your wizard will be able to hold other NFTs, and you can send them over as a package to someone else. It's something not me, but someone else on the back end is working on and using Wizards as a demo feed. It's something really cool. It's coming as to Stargate.
Yeah, I've seen a little demo. It looks exciting. This is a question kind of for all creators from Juicy Crypto. What collection gave you the most joy, and what was it that made that the most fun? So this is for all creators up here. Who wants to start?
The question was, what collection did I enjoy working on the most of everything?
Yeah, which one did you which brought the most joy to make?
I'd have to say the Baddies, of course, just because it was because we had always been minters ourselves, and in the community we would collect all the NFTs, from all the projects and everything, and so we wanted to do our own project, and the Baddies was our first. So I think really that's the most special, just because it cut our teeth and got us into the whole process of learning how to launch a collection, starting from literally scratch, just an idea on some scratch paper, and just the whole design process that goes into it, creating the traits, um, because it was a whole range of like design reiterations for us. There was the animation came in into like the third redesign, and just the amount of like progression, just from starting, that would definitely have to be my favorite collection that we created.
Great. Yeah, the first one's always very special. Saturn Candy, what about you?
It's probably the Cosmic Pets because it's for a good cause, and I get to draw some of the community members' dogs or hedgehogs or cats. So yeah, in a way, I was able to get to know. That's actually the time where I got to know most of the Stargaze community members. So it's really amazing, because especially when we visited the NGO, so we were able to meet the dogs who will actually benefit from that collection. So yeah, personally, that's my favorite.
Oracle? Sorry, Order.
No, we have like just one big collection, so I have no choice. But I I just like to say that we it's like with my music, I created like a vibe for the collection, and then we had to create and imagine all those entities to give birth to all these entities to be part of this universe, and like so I don't know when we will be able to do like another collection as big as this one. So I think it will be this one for long term. But I'm really proud of this project and the art we managed to create.
Okay, thank you. And Bernie, what about you?
Yeah, it gotta be
The one that
like
started all.
it was the first, and I had to discover everything myself because it wasn't done before on Stargaze, and I had just one reference of someone that did something alike on a different chain, and I was like, okay, I have to figure out how to do the art, the easiest part, then how to export all of it, make vectors out of them, to combine them, how to make them interactive, the whole design of getting that process up, that it was really fun to do, and then it could be reused into different apps, like also the Stargaze Invaders. Like it's not the same, but doing the artwork in a spray, having some Python scripts. So I had to teach myself Python to do all the metadata enhancements, all that kind of things, and that journey started all with. It's still the most fun collection I've ever done. Like witches are awesome, next level, like in terms of artwork and also in terms of complexity. Yeah, it is just, but it's that all started with it. So
Great. It looks like we have a question from Sean. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, yeah, welcome. You got a question or comment for us?
Yeah. I was just I wanted to push on this like just wondering about like what do you think you're gonna do with Cosmos Coin Flipper? Are you going anywhere with that? I'm just like I posted about it earlier, it's code and joking, but the music's pretty sweet and it says like maybe you'd list other assets at some point. It's kind of fun to like screw around with, but also it seems like really, really easy way to generate revenue or like, that's pretty easy. I was just wondering about that.
yeah, it's cool you brought it up, but it wasn't my one to share some alpha with you guys. It's been a while. Coin was being updated, so we promised a while ago the streak feature where we'll keep track of your winning streaks or losing streaks, and at certain streak levels you will be able to claim some rewards. I think that feature is since last we just make. I just have it up now, making the final tweaks on the UI. And we also have Artmix worked last week. We were talking again. He comes from Israel, so he has been in that situation, and also in a job switch situation. So it all took a little bit longer, but now we're adding more denoms. I think Kuji is one we will be adding, and this will be rather in the near future, so it would take another year or so. And also the streak thing into Atom and USDC as an option to flip. So
Yeah,
that's
just thank you. I just was wondering. I've had them since we minted them, whenever, and I was just like, I go on there and flip every once in a while, and I was like, damn, this seems like, are we gonna do anything with this? Just wondering.
Yeah, so we're trying with feature to see where things go. Like also try to be more active on promoting the coin flip game as a service or a gambling feature on Stargaze, and to bring in more volume so that all the assets that are held by the people can earn more rewards from
Could
people playing.
could you maybe describe how that works, just so people know that are in here?
So Cosmos Coin Flip is a coin flip game. You go to cosmoscoinflip.com and then you flip either heads or tails for a certain amount of stars, and then it will either double the amount of stars you'll get that back, or you'll lose the amount you put in. If you say you put in 100 stars, you either get 200 back or lose 100 stars. It's all on, so also the randomness is on chain, and we're not using noise, but a two-message transactional system that works really well, as you can see on the index page. But then there are the NFTs to fund the NFT series to fund the bank, where people can play on. So using those, holding those coins, each coin will have an amount of value, like a bronze till the gold ones have a ratio of 1, and the gold ones have a ratio of 1.5, and the diamond one and special ratio of 2. And they will pay out dividend of the fees within the Cosmos Coin Flip game. So holding the app will eventually, when it draws more volume, bring more passive rewards to the holders of the app.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Satoshi Kingdoms, question for you. Did you guys both do the art for the dragons, or did you divide them into animation and pixeling?
So kind of both. So Reggie did almost all of the artwork, like the traits, etc. And I did a bunch of the backgrounds. So we kind of split it up a little bit, how we did it. He concentrated on doing the traits, and then I did the animations for everything. So we kind of part of our strategy is how we create like a workflow, which is I feel extremely important in just working and design process in general. So part of our iterations is how do we figure out how to make this more smoother and then divide the work and make it flow very smooth.
Oops, sorry, I was muted there. The follow-up question is, what one from the dragons was the most fun to make, and is there a sneak peek you can share?
So for that question, I'm gonna have to turn it over to Reggie. I've been dying to get him up here. It's funny because we even had a huge poll going on in our Discord to see who does the Twitter Spaces, and well, spoilers, I won, unfortunately. But I figured this will be the question that gets him on. So here's Reggie.
Hey everyone. So there's a few as to the one-to-ones. Since I was the one doing the art, I don't have any of the animated files. I only got the static picture. I do gotta say that it might have been the Ambu Black Ops. I mean Ambu from Naruto. It's like special police force with the ramen shop in the background. I do believe that I did preview it in the Discord, but I might be able to put the static in the chat just for a quick glance.
All right, awesome, thank you. We have Poe Mary. Welcome. Do you have a question or comment for us? Hello, Poe. Are you around? Poe Mary. All right. Until you get sorted out, Bernie,
Hello.
is there? Oh, hello. Welcome.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you. I had question earlier. It was question Bernie about idea of Coven to which just one question: why is a big connection with Celtic mythology, or maybe in which you have another mythology? Thank you.
Like a lot of the paganism during Germanic days, and there are obviously all the information out there. But I think Celtic described one most informative one. So I picked a bit of those, and there are some Celtic relations to witches and witchcraft, and also during the neo-pagan parts. So I took inspiration from that. Yeah, that's why most parts are used from that.
Thank you.
Bernie, is there going to be any benefit to owning more witches?
Not for not for the foreseeable. Yeah, witches will be included into the Grimoire airdrops. Multiple Grimoires. So as for wizards, was one wizard equals one Grimoire. For witches, it's also one Grimoire per witch.
Okay, and another question from Osmo Cake. Did Pipple number 3 make the witch collection?
That's a good one. Pipples is a collection of my daughter. She just turned 5 4 days ago, and she just had some on a sprite. She ended up drawing a witch. I did not include it in the collection, but could be a fun one maybe for the future. But I probably won't do it. But I think it can be fun. But yeah.
Okay, great. All right, guys, we're getting close to our hour here. Well, we're actually over it. Is there any last words that you guys have? Also, if there's any other questions, please pop up now. Anything you guys want to leave us with here?
Yeah, I do want to point out, like, if you guys are being witches and you mint using Leap Wallet, then you are win another additional witch, and that can be fun event. Like if Leap Wallet is your main wallet, then you're good to go. But if it's not, then it might be a fun opportunity to explore the Leap Wallet. Put it up on the so you can check it out. They keep track of our minting witches using their wallet. We draw one and he or she reserves.
Very cool. Good incentive to try out another wallet. All right, guys. It has been a very fun chat. Looks like, do we have anything else at the end? I think think we're good. All right, guys, it's been a great chat. I know we are a day early, so we have another day to wait for Freshman Friday, but hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving in the US and have a great Freshman Friday on Friday. Bye, guys.
Oh, I do forget one thing before people start hopping off. Those ones that asked the questions, like also in the audience, I will write down your names and pick one of you. You will win 2022 stars. I said that before the space, it's to get more people in here asking the right question. One of you wins the supply number.
All right, nice, fun little context. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you guys next week.